is in the building. The bearded beauty is not with us today. He's working on his daughter's car. In the house, we have fucking Dylan Brett, aka Mr. Nobody, and we also have Franklin Cortez, automotive service with Aloha. Service Aloha with a smile, or service with Aloha. So, guys, I want to welcome you guys to the show. I'm glad you guys are in. Um, let's start off with you, Mr. Franklin, because we're talking mini trucks and stuff, and then just remember, guys, like, subscribe. We're here every Thursday, so Franklin, fucking tell us about it, man. I see you got a little Nissan hardbody out there, so tell us about what you do and where you're from. And
I'm from Hawaii, born and raised, 43 years. Been out here in the valley for about 3 years now. Been playing with cars my whole life.
If you want to bring the mic closer a little bit, yeah.
Got a little 92 hard body. I drive around the valley. Put a little turbocharger on top of that. Made some wood tonneau cover, wheels, tires, sounds.
Oh shit, Chris is still there.
Just a little project.
Yeah. That's what everybody says. It's always a little project, but
never ending.
It never does. If you saw that thing, dude, that thing's fucking little 15 by what?
15 by 8.
15 by 8, fucking little
8-inch steering wheel. So you can drive
yeah.
Oh.
But it's not a chain one. It's like
no.
What up, Nico? It's like the ones that you see like in the old go-karts. Yeah. So
little cruiser.
That's cool.
And he's running boost on that with the turbo. So that's some shit.
Still got AC.
Oh, well, shit, out here, that's what you
Still
need.
got AC.
Yeah, that's what's tight when we get the what up, Nico. So yeah, man, it's just been crazy because like a lot of people don't realize that, like, Franklin, because you have your own automotive business, correct?
Yeah.
And what do you guys specialize in?
Nothing. Like I fix whatever's broken. I worked on some boats on 4-hour lake. Today I was in Apache Junction working on a water truck to keep the dust down.
Yeah.
I work on some old school cars. I'm working on a 64 Cadillac for a customer right now. Work on a bunch of whatever, new stuff, old stuff.
Nice, dude. That's the way you got to do it. So, like, is there nothing that you won't say no to? As long as it's got wheels, right? It's got wheels. Fucking boom, 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 get it done.
No need to have wheels.
Don't even got to have wheels. There we go.
Jet ski, boat,
jet ski, boat, everything.
I work on motorcycles.
Yeah? Shit.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
Pretty much whatever. Growing up on the island, you got to fix whatever's around. So you never really specialize in anything.
And the hard part over there living on the island is is it harder getting parts, or is it harder having to track down stuff?
Yes.
So more
everything,
of everything.
You order a part 4 to 6 weeks.
Dang.
Not like over here 2 to 3 days.
Yeah.
You order something in Hawaii, you're looking at 4 to 6 weeks.
Oh shit.
If not, you can spend $1,000 just in freight.
So before that, you're even when you go, yeah, I'll order it, even though you know how long it takes. But before that, you'll probably find it somewhere on the island,
Hopefully,
through somebody.
If it's not rusted.
Shit, ain't nothing. Some WD-40 and some gasoline won't sit.
If it's not rusted,
right? Shit. All right.
But now I've been playing with cars and trucks and lowriders my whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's tight though, because like, you're showing me some pictures of some badass shit that they got out there, and small fucking world. So Franklin actually knows a good friend of mine, Adam Kroll, aka Big Time, and has known a few severed members out there, in Hawaii, and which is badass because small world. Fucking, this dude works on mini trucks, and and we've met a few times, and then knowing that, hey, he knows one of my friends, it's like, shit, small world, like shit, you don't even, and then.
We used to play around at mini trucks with a club called Vertical Illusions.
Oh shit!
And had made a Hilux pickup truck on a Volkswagen chassis. And I was showing you pictures earlier.
That thing is sick as fuck.
The highest point of the truck was 22 inches off the ground.
But that's fucking. So the truck. Oh shit! I'll send that to our producer. So that truck looks like Death Trap. If a lot of you mini truckers know, is a Datsun. The Death Trap is a Datsun pickup. Theirs is a Hilux that is done. This is to the same setup as Death Trap. Only difference is Death Trap with a hardtop Datsun. This one is a convertible Hilux with you said a detachable a detachable windshield, right?
The top of the steering wheel was cut. The top of the Volkswagen shroud was cut, and back of the bed was cut so he could lean back and just lay flat and drive under the limbo
shit.
competition. Yeah.
Mike, I sent those pictures to
Name of the truck was called 4 Week Freak because it got built in 4 weeks.
I sent those pictures to the
Sounds
podcast
like you gotta do everything
page.
fast on the island except for
Yeah.
the parts getting there.
I sent some pictures
Use
to the
whatever bed
podcast page.
frames and whatever pieces we had laying around and pull
Crazy.
stuff out of the bushes and
That's the shit though, because like over there, it's like over there how he describes it is like back in the day, like when I was growing up, you know, when we were waiting for that mini truck magazine to order parts from, you know, and
Yeah.
like, you know, they were doing it like because he's as old as my brother, you know, as my older brother, fucking same age, and it's just badass because you another like and subscribe, guys. Fucking, we got people going on to ding 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 all day.
That's what that is.
Yes,
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's another like and subscribe. When you hear that bell, the fucking like and subscribe. So yeah, but like my brother had you know, some mini trucks and like to know that like you guys in that time period saw the evolution of it, you know, of mini trucks. You know? And like
chop top, flip front, flared fender.
yeah, different front ends.
In high school, I drove my friend Moxie Perong's truck.
Yeah.
All louvered hood Chevy Love, chop top. The windshield was about 8 inches tall.
Holy
step
shit.
side with a small block.
Fuck.
Had a lacquer paint job with like 52 coats of paint.
Damn.
That's what
Dude,
you
I
should
bet you
do.
that thing was thick as shit.
That's what
I
we
know
should
you're
drive to
still
school.
there, ass.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Had that in school.
Yeah,
Used to
that's
drive
sick as
that to
fuck.
school, yeah.
The bearded beauty, fucking Chris Newman in the house. Yeah. Our co-host. Welcome to the podcast. Our number one fan, Nico. Yeah, that fool's he's got a sick ass Pathfinder, but whenever he gets it running,
Yeah.
whenever he gets it running,
Yeah,
you know, it's like my truck. My truck sits in the carport
it's a
whenever I get it
love-hate
running.
relationship. You
I
love
know,
to hate 'em.
yeah. Was
Build it, break it, repeat.
yeah, yeah. So on that note, when we build it, break it, and repeat, we're gonna come to Mr. Dylan. You can't get in your mini truck or in your Cadillac or any fucking custom car without looking fresh. We got Mr. Nobody, my personal barber.
Yes, sir.
He
Yes,
cuts,
sir.
He cuts my hair because of my psoriasis. I don't go to fucking public barbers, so I don't want to fucking hear it from anybody. So yeah, I have a personal barber. Whoop, big deal. Dylan, tell us about yourself, man.
All right. Well, you know, I've known Moses since, I mean, shit, we go back to, I want to say 2011.
Yeah.
So we were both working at a retirement home, and I did not have my license yet to cut hair, but I was in that young grind of hustling. And I remember after we clock out, we all go to the break room. And at first it was all the chefs. I'm cutting all the chefs. I got Moses, I got Gilly. Sometimes Bino would come too.
And
You get a haircut. Then I'd come in with the servers. They get a haircut. And then we had security be on watch. After that, he'd come and get his haircut. And so this is just a grind that I've been doing ever since moving out here with cutting hair. But you're right. I mean, I feel like, you know, as far as any kind of, you know, social club with cars, you still got to look good. You know, when you look good, you feel good. You feel good, you get good results. And, you know, I feel like hair has a little bit influence that, especially with like, you know, the Chicano culture and the lowriders, you know, there's that certain type of hairstyle, you know, anywhere from that to, you know, you got the rockabilly people too.
Then you got
They're hot rods.
then you got Franklin's haircut. That's
Yeah,
a
nice
fucking
and clean.
stilo right there. The fresh and clean.
Nice and
The
clean.
looking smooth. Look at that. Look at that. Dylan's checking
Yeah, I
his
was checking my
reflection.
mustache, making sure it was
Checking the-
good.
you know, that's that clean look right there.
Yeah.
Nico says he's been working on this Pathfinder, but it's hot. Yeah. So Dill,
Yeah.
other than cutting hair, you're a lover of Cadillacs.
I am.
So what made you get into Cadillacs? Like,
Shit.
you know, was it just love of Cadillacs or just
Yeah, well, you know what? So I'm from Las Vegas originally, and growing up in Vegas, the one icon that you see is Elvis, right? And Elvis, pink. That's why I got the pink hat. You know what I mean? But you know, with Cadillacs, especially growing up, like I said, Elvis. So when you got the pink Cadillac, and of course too, you know, hip hop was kind of influenced, especially down south. You know, you got Ludacris singing about it. You got UGK singing about it, you know. So all I was hearing was Cadillacs everywhere.
and you
so
just wanted one day?
I just
like, I want to
wanted
buy
one.
one.
I did, yeah. That was the only, you know, people were like, and you know, this is going back in the early early mid 2000s, and Honda was the reliable car for a first time driver. They're like, you just get you a Honda.
Let's
They
get you
real
a
easy to
Honda.
fix, real. And I was like, nah, I can't roll with that.
Doesn't that sound
I can't-
familiar, Franklin? Like we're like somebody tells you, "Hey, man, you should get this kind of car." Nah, I'm okay with what I want.
Buy a
Yeah.
Honda, buy a Toyota. You don't need to see me.
Right.
You want to
Shit.
see me? Buy anything else.
Buy anything else.
Yeah.
That's why I have a Mazda. That's why I gotta go see him now.
Well, shit. That's why right now I got a 2017 Hyundai Veloster.
Will you? So like the caddies that you've had so far were what, Dill?
So I had so my first car ever, actually, yeah, first car was a 95 Cadillac Seville. Had 100 and I want to say about 150,000 miles on it. This thing drove to and from LA. This thing was beat to shit. $1,500 though, and I was like, sold. I'll take it.
And he
Just
drove-
because of the fan of
And he drove the
Cadillac.
piss out of that.
Oh yeah, he drove the piss out of it a little bit too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That thing. It just, I don't know. Like I get it with caddies, but like, damn, dude. Once you get in one, you know, I get it. You know, you get that.
The
You get
boat.
that feel. You know, it's a big old
Yes,
boat.
sir.
You know, it turns softly.
Like a
Road
cloud.
Yeah. It's like a Lincoln.
Like a
It's all
blunt
good.
cloud.
It's like a Lincoln. It's like when you drive a Lincoln Continental,
Yeah.
and it's all good until the air ride goes out.
Road dirt.
Yeah, you know,
Yep.
till the air ride goes out, and you're
Shit,
Fucking
actually,
bouncing.
the homie Michael had a 93
yeah.
Lincoln, and dude, his air ride went out only on the back end,
That's good. That's all you
delivering
needed.
pizzas. Fucking A. But yeah, no, that's where the love of Cadillacs came from. Basically, was just where I grew up, what I saw, the culture of it, and of course, yeah, like I want to feel like I was big pimping in a Cadillac,
And you pretty much that was like what you. So like now you've had how many did you have?
So I had 3. So yeah, I had my 95, and my 95, I almost was getting ready to do paint on it, and then that went to shit. And then I had an 01 Seville, named her Betty White. She was a pearl white job, super clean. And after that, then I had Golden Girl, which was my 96 Cadillac DeVille, and that was a champagne gold color. That was probably my favorite caddy that I did ever.
Damn, dude. To see it's Cadillacs.
Caddy.
And then the Cadillacs he had were on North Star. So Franklin, can you tell us how good is a North Star, bro?
Yes.
Yeah.
Would
How
you
good
fix
is
them
it?
on your island?
Good for boat anchor.
That's what I told him too when he got a North
Yep.
Star. I go, fuck, fool, you better make sure you have enough special GM tools for that shit.
I
Because it's a
didn't care.
special
Nobody likes
tool.
Nobody likes them.
Nobody
They're-
wants
they're-
to touch them.
They're good. Dude, they're good when you can get them cheap as fuck, but as soon as something goes out, it's a special tool. Special tool this, GM
Yep.
number, whatever, for like, and it's really a 10 millimeter, but it's an off 10 mil. It's like a weird size that you can't,
16 point.
yeah, whatever. And you're like, why the
Well,
fuck?
well, see, that's the thing with sizes, right? Like we compare, it's like, well, yeah, that's your 10 mil, but this is my 10 mil. And that's
Yeah.
what Cadillac does. They're like, nah, but this is our 10 mil.
Yeah, it's like,
And you're like,
ah.
that ain't,
But
that
you
ain't
were,
shit.
he's a big fan of them.
Oh yeah.
Would you ever, if you got a chance, would you, like I told you, if you get one, you got to get in like a fucking 85, big old fucking sedan
The
to
85
build.
would be nice.
Like
I'd go even older though.
Like,
Rear-wheel drive.
Yeah, see, I'd go older. I'd probably go at least maybe a 59 Caddy, Eldorado, convertible.
go crazier way. Go
Eldorado
like,
still
crazier?
front-wheel drive.
Yeah.
Huh?
Eldorado still front wheel drive.
yeah.
Not true.
See,
True.
I would go crazier for. I would go like a fucking, like a 50s, like a in between.
Well, if
like
I'm gonna go 50s, I'm gonna
like
go
a
straight Elvis.
No, I would go like when they had the bomber style one, like when they had the little the bombita
49,
looking one,
Like
the
Oh, the
48,
49,
like
like
48 or the 49 one.
yeah,
one of my
Yeah.
good friends, he got a tattooed across his stomach.
Yeah.
nice.
He had the car. That's his car tattooed on his stomach.
Damn, fool, you ain't even hammered. Neither. You're
No,
dropping
no,
microphones.
my bad.
Damn, boy, shit. Damn. Sober people, swear to God, no. Franklin's like, you fucking dumbass. He's like, but yeah, that's how good North Stars are. Like Franklin said, they're fucking boat anchors, fool.
I
They're
know.
fucking,
But you see,
but they're good.
You blinded by love, though. That's the thing. Like
They're like
I
Caddy,
had
huh?
such love
Mhm.
for the Cadillac to where I didn't. I mean, shit. Not only you. I mean,
I-
you're the
I-
one.
I
You're
like
the one
it.
next to my ear, though.
I was like, yeah,
like
like, hey, dude.
Woodstock. Yes.
I was like, dude, you need to fucking like get yourself a better caddy, but not
Yeah.
this one. Don't like stop. Get away
It's
from.
like
the North
bad
Star.
relationships. They
Yeah.
were all bad
But they-
relationships. But they did me good.
At one point, you just stop keeping track of how much you spend and just keep going.
Yeah.
You're so far in a hole, you just
Yep.
you just keep going.
Yeah, ain't that the fucking truth? With some of the projects I've had where I'm still fucking can't recuperate from it. And I'm just
Yeah. You just,
like, dude,
just
you know, like,
stop keeping track.
yeah, you know, after a while, you're just like, all right, cool, I spent that much. All right.
When I
You
had
just
my
go out there and stare at it.
I had my shop in Hawaii, and then me and my son was building his truck, and it's like, son, how you want to make this truck? He's like, I'll make it a gasser. So we built this Datsun bullet side pickup truck into a gasser,
Ooh.
put a rotary motor inside, and I stopped counting after 15,000. We blew the thing up and blew it up and changed
Damn.
parts and
What rotary motor did you grab that out of?
turkey
With?
beef pineapple racing motor. The guy Shane Kamahele guy built a motor for me. Had a big street strip part.
Oh shit!
48 downdraft.
God damn.
So basically a 5-gallon bucket with a carburetor.
Yeah, but you know how much fucking power and torque you're putting throughout that fucking bitch, dude? That could handle some shit.
10,000 RPM, and I put a stage 4 clutch, and
It held up, and it still held
the
it.
stage 4 clutch went in pieces. So I put a stage 5 because it wasn't enough.
Damn.
Just because the rotary motors, dude, are so.
And that was my everyday work truck. I drove 50 miles each way from my
What
home
was
to my job.
what was the fucking gas mileage on that thing?
18 miles a gallon.
Better than Caddy.
Better than a caddy. Shit, that's him not putting the fucking foot to the ground.
I
fool, and
know.
turning that to a fucking lesser gas mileage.
18 miles a gallon.
No
I drove
shit.
it every day.
Yeah.
And I had to pre-mix the fuel with oil.
Almost like a 2-cycle.
2-stroke, yeah.
Two-stroke
I
style.
go 100-to-1 ratio. And
Oh, it's just enough. Just enough
because I
to.
eliminated the oil squirters, because it usually takes the engine oil and puts it into the engine to help lube the seals. I deleted that was deleted, so I used to premix the oil in the back.
Oh, because you get better. Somebody told me it cuts the time in half of what the oil would take to go through it and
Yeah.
get it out.
Yeah.
If you're racing.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, so it's a shortcut.
That's, yeah. So it's like, from what I know, it's like you eliminate it just because it cuts the time from the oil to travel.
Well, that oil will take the engine oil, and if that ever goes bad, now you're running the engine without lubing the seals,
Oh,
and it'll
shit.
just kill the motor.
Oh damn.
So
Pre-lubing
Premix.
it and having to eliminate that fucking give you just that little bit.
A little bit more power. Yeah.
That's like when Mazdas, like when everybody buys Mazdas and we put a Weber carb and we just cap off every single fucking vacuum line we can think of.
All the spaghetti.
Yes. Every Mazda is mom's spaghetti. It's horrible.
All the spaghetti.
It's fucking retarded. Like, I don't know. I hate vacuum lines. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it with vacuum lines. Cadillacs don't have much vacuum lines, but they're so hard to diagnose when shit goes on. You know.
My friend Waylon, he scored a Mazda B2200,
Mm-hmm.
and then he came to my shop and said, "Hey, I want to make a burn rubber car for my wife." So he
A
came,
what? A burnout car?
Burnout truck.
Burnout
For the
truck.
wife. So came to my shop, like, yeah, I got a motor right there, tranny right there.
Is that the one you showed me with the 350 in it? With the
Yeah.
fucking
Put a small
the hood scoop through the
Yeah.
fucking hood? That's fucking
Put a small
badass.
block inside, and she had a burnout truck.
Damn, for the misses, that's nice.
Yeah.
Are you? Fuck! I don't even know if your lady found us on. Did she?
Oh, I don't know.
She's not tuning in.
I don't
Text her.
know.
You should text her and tell her to.
I see what she's
Tell her, yeah, you know, because she was trying to tune in, and I'm like, I don't see everybody's comments come through the fucking page.
She's busy with our mini farm right now. So
Yeah, mini farm.
mini farm,
Yeah, what are you
And-
trying to grow? Plants, tomatoes.
corn. We got corn growing. We do got tomatoes growing. We got a little bit of everything, but I mean mini farm with our animals.
See,
We
right
got-
now,
we got-
Franklin's gonna be like, look at my backyard. I have everything minus the
Oh yeah.
cow.
As he pulls out his phone, showing me pictures.
I got cars.
He's got cars. Everybody has cars in their yard. We're all hoarding some form of
I got a
vehicle.
54 Ford Custom Line in the back. I got a 1926 Model T in the back.
Oh shit!
I got my
Yeah,
school
look
bus
at
in the
We
that.
got some history.
No, he's got. Yeah. Yeah. So the 30s car with the 30.
26.
26, the 26
26.
one is that all metal, right? That's an
All metal.
all metal body,
Almost 100 years old.
Yeah, damn.
and it's a
I put in a LS motor. I make an old school 50, 60 style hot rod, lifted straight axle, way up in the air.
damn.
But with that frame of a 28.
the body of a 28, body of a
Yeah.
28. That
That's
thing
gonna
looks
be
sick
nice.
as fuck. I'm telling you, dude. Like he's been around in the scene as long as my brother has. So he's pretty much seen the evolution of mini trucking and lowriding and everything in between. you know, because a lot of stuff has changed from like buying parts and building parts.
Before
You know.
airbags and hydraulics was actuators. You take electric actuators to lift the cars up and down.
So that was before.
Before,
So that's what you guys were doing out there. So you guys were using actuators instead of hydraulics. Wow. So that's a whole nother fucking
way before airbags,
way before hydraulics. You guys were using actuators.
electric actuators. Yeah.
All right, guys, this is a fucking first right here. No, because if you were to go through this in the lowrider scene, you know, they have the history of what the first lowrider was and what was built, and what the first set of hydraulics were airplane parts.
Yeah.
You know, airplane cylinders and whatnot. You know, for the landing gear. And you guys were using actuators before all that.
Yeah.
So, is it more easier, or do you fight it more with the?
You in Hawaii use whatever you got, whatever you get access to.
So with the
Go to the
actuators, it will literally just to get it up and
just
gone,
get it off the ground and
not to do anything, just straight out, just
no,
bam,
and
go.
It rolled just like a rigid, just
It would just fuck.
just stiff. It's you
So-
get it off the ground driving, you could slam it on the ground.
Damn,
Yeah.
dude, that had to suck, man. A lot of people had to go see the chiropractor after that
And
shit.
we don't have the nicest roads in Hawaii.
I bet, dude, that shit's
It's
got
same
to.
like here in Phoenix.
Oh no, we ain't got nice roads here, man. Have you been on the freeway? This shit, you're going like this.
Yeah.
You're just driving like this. Why? Because they're trying to avoid all the fucking holes in the freeway. Shit.
Yep.
So Dylan, now that you cut hair and you know, what a question for both of you guys is what got you into your love of vehicles, and what got you into having to start your own business? Because, you know, Franklin, you started your own business in Hawaii.
Yeah.
And Dill, you started your own business cutting hair, you know. So like, what got you guys into the love of cars and into beginning of your own business? Either one of you guys
So
can.
for me, the love of cars came from my dad. My dad was a gearhead. He would always be racing and wrenching on cars and all that his whole life. And you know, growing up watching Dukes of Hazzard, I was like, oh, I want to be like Cooter, you know, Cooter's Garage. I want to have a shop one day. And,
Yes, you heard that, everybody. You heard that. A dark-skinned man just said they wanted to be like Dukes of Hazzard.
I just dark skin.
See, I'm not the only man. I'm not the only one that like Dukes of Hazzard.
But just you know,
Have that Cooter's Garage, man.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted that shit.
I was like 8 years old. I remember down the beach, and then my dad was like, "Oh, let's go race." So we go to blue lights, and I'll be the flagman. 8 years old. Boom, go. You know.
Dang.
There's always had a passion for.
So cars has always just been there.
Yeah, my son. I got pictures of him like 2-3 years old. My dad pushed him up on the driveway, not on a bicycle, on the floor jack. You know.
That's how you know a gearhead, when you're using automotive tools in your garage.
My son's 21 now, and he works at a shop. You know?
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
He got a 240 that he drifts. And
shit.
yeah, he's a gear.
So it's in the family. It's always been in the family.
Yeah.
Damn.
With mud ball, racing at the drag, circle track.
So that's pretty much what
Damn.
made you get into the scene.
It's
What
always-
what about the business side of it?
business side, I have a problem with authority.
Nah, don't we all?
I have a problem with people telling me how to do my job when they can't do it.
Nah.
And I like helping people. You know, I like working on cars, and I can provide my family all at the same time. You know, I love it. I love
Hell
doing-
yeah, man. Hell
You know, quitting is not an easy thing to do, to be self-employed, because you're the last guy to get paid.
Damn straight.
You're the
Fuck
last
yeah.
guy to get paid.
Ain't
But
that the truth?
it's one of the best feelings you can do. You know, you give back to the community. You can help out. You know, sponsor little events, little car shows, little concerts. You know, just be involved in the community, and people can see like, oh, it's not just for me. I'm doing this for myself, to better myself and people around me.
Cool.
That's dope.
Cool.
That's
What
dope.
about you, Wes?
You know, so as I was saying earlier, growing up in Vegas, so a lot of my uncles, they were all in the car scene. And with the car scene, oh, thank you. And with the car scene, funny enough, you know, I didn't get too much under the hood of things. I still understood it, but I was more, I guess, infatuated with the paint. When I saw the paint, and I was like, oh my God, that's my goal. Like, I want to be a custom car painter. And one of my uncle, he had he would have, like, you know, just like your backyard. He got a backyard full of parts, cars, whatever. and he had a couple Yamaha tanks or Harley tanks, and he'd be like, all right, tape it up, practice. So that's how I would practice my pinstriping. Started that way, and then just with the paint, and that's what I really wanted to do. But funny enough, this is going to segue into the business side. So when I moved out here, I also had a problem with authority. My thing was just more of like, if it don't interest me, I'm not going to do it. You know, I got to be interested in doing it myself. And, you know, a lot of my friends, they would be like, oh, I'm going to work for this guy. I'm going to work for that guy, whether it was lawn work, you're working at Liberty Tax as the fucking Statue of Liberty, flipping signs. But they were all working for someone. And I was like, yeah, I can't do that. I'm going to work for myself. I don't know what it is. And I thought it was going to be cars, but, you know, God laughs at you when you make plans, because in 2008, when the recession happened, I was at an auto body shop it was out here called Lucky Luciano's. And
You work for Lucky?
it was like a teeny
Oh,
bit.
dude, if you would have stayed there through, like, oh my God, dude, like that dude's known in the fucking mini truck scene, lowrider scene. That dude's painted some fucking
his
badass
paintwork
shit.
is one of the best. And so that's who, but they had, and I forget his name, but at the time he had a pinstripe artist there, and that's who I was going to apprentice under. So I was going for an apprenticeship. I was in high school, and it was just one of those things, because the reset, nothing was coming in, and they were like, we don't want to waste your time. Like, you could stay if you want, but it was dry. And because it was a want, not a need. And so, you know, with my artistic skills, I was like, all right, let me try. I thought about tattooing. I scribble on myself. Let me scribble on others. And again, that was a want, not a need. I was cutting hair when I was 14, charging $2 2 cigarettes. That was way before I met you cutting your hair. I was actually making okay money now. At that time, $2 and 2 cigarettes when I was 14 years old. All it was buzz cuts too. It was a 4 guard on top, faded down to a 1 box. I didn't even know about tapers. Box your neck up. I'm like, all right, cool. You had a trash bag as your cape, flipped over trash can as your seat, little beat up radio that you had a couple times just for it to work. But we loved it. We loved it. And you know them, Michael, Eric.
We were all getting
crew.
our haircut. Yeah.
Oh,
I remember going, he was dating some girl, and I would go to the back of the
backyard cuts.
Back of his yard, and he actually had a badass fucking chair. He had a chair.
I went to
fucking
salons.
barber chair, and he bought one.
Well, eventually I got more badass with my chair, the one now that you sit in. But before, like I said, I would just any avenue of hustling. But at the same time, you know, with hair, I was like, all right, this is a need. I'm getting the hang of it. I can do it.
Oh yeah.
And so let me kind of take off with it. And kind of started ever since then. But getting into the business too. With my own business now, we now have a barbershop that we run. It's a salon barbershop mix. It's we call it the Peacock Room. And so with that, ever since we started in 2018 working for ourselves as an independent, because before that I was grinding at other barbershops and salons and really just trying to collect clientele, but with authority, you know what I mean? Like, I was a good worker, but they'd be like, oh, you're too slow. You're too slow. You cut hair forever. And if whoever's watching this that knows me, they know I do take forever. However,
it don't matter. That's like when you go to a bar and the service takes forever, but the beer's good and it's cheap.
Right.
And you'll sit there and wait for an extra 15 minutes to get your burger.
Well, my thing is, it's just the quality. And I'm sure you can relate with this too. You know what I mean? Like, granted, you could do certain things at a fast-paced time, but it's like, it might not be the way that they like it, but it's going to bother the shit out of you. It's going to bother the shit out of me. If you see something that you're like, oh, I could have done this, I could have done that, because you're your worst critic, especially being a business owner. You know,
barber, tattoo artist, mechanic.
Yeah.
You're like your counselor, your therapist.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Straight up. Fashionista a little bit at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For real.
Everybody always hates their own work. Like, no matter what, like, you could sit there and be like, you could do something like, it's all right.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh my God, dude, looks badass. And you're like, it'll roll. It'll drive.
You see the flaws.
Yeah. You sit there and you look at like,
Yeah.
You know, but then you're just like, it's all right. I'll drive it.
Yeah.
Like, I'll have fun till it fucking falls apart again and I'll put it back together.
Same. It's just like my truck. It's just a work truck.
Shit, I just gotta wait for your hair to grow back. And
it's just a work truck flying down the street. Fucking turbo.
Man, actually, speaking of that, and speaking of running shit down to the ground, I remember when this fool right here had, I used to call it Big Hippo, just because the paint job wasn't it like Gray Hippo or something like that. The paint was.
Great,
Well, what year was that?
that was. I don't even remember what year, but I did a truck for a friend of mine, and I painted it, and it was a Nissan Quest color, and it was called Hippo Gray. So it looked in the daylight, it looked gunmetal color. Like, you see the flop where like you could see like where it was grayish, but like a gunmetal, and at night it was like almost pitch black.
Yeah. But during the day, it
But
had that like
sharp.
slight undertone of that,
Yeah.
that purplish hue, like literally like a
It looks
hippo.
sick. It looks sick.
Yeah.
I like it. I and to find that paint again, it's fucking. I can find it at Old School Paint. But I used to tell somebody that would be like, "Oh, I want to paint my car gunmetal. Go after this color. You'll get the same effect, but without having to spend the amount of what the gunmetal color actually costs."
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't know that. And when you're doing auto body and paint, all those colors that people see, like the Burples, the candies, you can find the kind of close to the candy colors in factory stock paints.
Mhm.
So like a lot of Toyotas right now, Toyotas and Hondas are using a lot of heavy flake paint, a lot of bright colors, a lot of dark midnight blue colors. They have a fucking teal on this Camry that I've seen. Fucking almost looks like a midnight green.
Ooh.
Like a dark green, but in the daylight you could see that teal
Yeah,
hue to it.
iridescence of it.
Yeah,
It shines.
so like,
See?
I like that burnt orange they get.
oh, that's fucking
The
sick.
metallics inside.
Yeah, that like that copper, almost like a, yeah.
See, and the crazier the colors get, the more time you got to take with it, you know?
Yeah, well, because just picture once you spray it and then you fucking end up having a dent a panel and then you fucking take it apart and you got to remember how many coats of this and how much
Colors
you
the
added.
base.
Yeah, okay, well, I use this base and I put fucking 3, 4, 5 coats of the base and then I added 6 coats. And you got to write all that down just to get to the same.
Yeah.
If not, you're sitting there with the fucking color matcher and trying to color match shit.
Yep.
Out there standing in the sun with cardboards next to the car. I'm kind of there. I think I got it.
Yep.
It's fucking people don't think that painting's hard. It's very hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's technical.
Yeah, you're not only you're painting base coat, clear coats. The painting that I was taught from when I was in automotive school, now they're using water-based paint.
Yep.
Mhm.
Everything's water-based paint now. Like, it's supposed to be better for the environment. All right, yeah, but it's just a little extra work.
Yeah, you're doing extra coats
yeah,
with it.
I haven't shot with it yet. A lot of my friends say it's good. The water-based paint is good. It shoots good through a gun. It's it's just more prep, I guess. But you were telling me earlier you shot fucking your truck with the water-based paint, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rust-Oleum paint.
Rust-Oleum.
But
Oh,
the
okay.
latex paint is water-based.
So
And
see what I
use
mean?
water to thin it out and pour it
Yeah.
in my gun and just shot it right through my gun.
That's crazy.
Oh.
See what I mean? Like,
Oh.
but it laid down. It laid down fine,
and right in my driveway. I don't even have a garage in the driveway.
and just right there.
Yeah.
That's that
And-
island shit
and
right
it
there.
does-
You're like,
And it
sun's
doesn't.
out. It's nice.
You're like, it
Yeah.
doesn't hurt the environment because it's water, bitch.
Yeah, right in my driveway.
Right in the driveway.
That's
I
Shit.
had my dog passed away. I couldn't go to work. I was mourning. I told
Oh,
my wife
man,
I gotta
that
keep myself
sucks.
busy. So she used to ride in the truck, so I made the truck look good for her.
Nice.
Oh,
Sorry to
yeah.
hear that, man. Sorry to hear about your dog.
Yeah, that's why I got the tire.
What kind of
hell
dog was
yeah.
she?
Old English Bulldog.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang, cutie.
Shit.
Yeah.
Everybody's got dogs, man. I used to have a little
My
Chihuahua.
baby girl.
Yeah.
What was
Are
her
you
name?
gonna get
Fat,
a
fat.
Fat
Her
Fat?
name was Fat.
like with a P or with a fat?
FAT.
FAT. Fat.
I like
Fat.
it.
Fat. Nice.
Why Fat?
Because
She was fat.
Okay, literally.
Yeah,
I like
she
that.
was a fat dog.
Oh, shit.
That's awesome.
Is there anything that you guys have found difficult throughout your guys' businesses that you run that where you sit there and you're like, fuck, man, okay, I gotta fucking do this now. Have you run into any setbacks from the starting of your businesses?
Trying to be legit.
Too
Make-
legit to quit?
Making sure you got all the license. Every couple of years, you got to renew. Just
Stay
trying-
on top of it.
Yeah, staying on top of the being legit, keeping everything all up to date. Because all you
It's
need is the one, and you're in trouble.
So just one person to fucking damn, dude.
Yeah.
You want to
Shit.
be legit, stay legit, and just being on top of the license. That's fine.
Yeah. Aw.
Look at that. We got dog pictures going on, guys.
I know this is supposed to
Hell
be about
yeah.
cars and whatnot.
I
but,
know.
you know, love
Hey,
for the
hey,
dogs.
it don't matter.
Love for the dogs.
It's a lot for the dogs, man. You got to, it's your pet. They're your companion. They
She's
ride in your car.
in the front of
know.
the truck.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
not in the back seat. She was front seat.
That's
There
right.
we go.
That's
That's
right.
how
She
you
was
do
front
it.
seat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, I would say for the business, not only what he said, but even, you know, because everyone has the job that you have, I would say the hardest thing, yeah, I guess I'd say the hardest thing was more of like, how do you stand out in front, like before anyone else? Like, how do you make yourself different versus the others? So that's how I would go about it, is like, all right, how am I going to be? Yeah, everyone's a barber, but how do I become that barber that is different from the rest? How do I make myself stand out? You know what I mean? So even like with the automotive world, you know what I mean? Like with your shop, it's like, okay, yeah, everyone else got a shop too, but how am I? Oh, everyone's going to come to me because I specialize in this. I do this. Like you stand out versus the rest, which is, you know, that's a good thing. You
And
know
what's
what I
cool
mean?
is, have you always gone mobile?
I had mobile before. I've had brick and mortar in Hawaii. I had a couple different shops, but always just in the automotive field. Worked at the dealerships, Toyota, Chevy, Volkswagen. Worked at small independent shops, corner muffler, you know. But just always was worked all different places. And you get different aspects. Like at the dealership, you got to be a certain way. At a mom and pop, you can be more relaxed. When I had my shop, people would come in and say, "Hey, how's it? How you guys?" And I talk pigeon. I joke around with them. Oh,
Yeah.
how much my bill? Oh, 5,600. You know.
Yeah.
But I had some really loyal customers would come and drop their car off and say, "Just call me when it's done." Like,
And that's
They don't
that's good. That's good when you have people to that point where you can be like, "Hey, man, can you squeeze me in? You know, can you get me in there? You know, I don't, you know, because I've sent this full of text a couple times, like,
Yeah.
you got any openings?
Right.
You know, and
today at 12.
no,
Yeah, right.
no, there's been some times like, "Hey, man, you got any openings? I got a show in like 2 hours from now."
Yeah.
And you'd be like, "No,
You just
but
take
next
care-
week."
You just take care of people, you know. And,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you know, I worked at some shops where they're just trying to see how much they can get out of you in one crack.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
Where you take care of the customer, they're gonna always keep coming back to you.
Mhm.
And now in 10 years, you make a lot more money than catching them for once for $900.
Yep.
Right.
They'll never come back again.
Yep.
You know, come in 200-300, but you took care of them for 10 years.
Yeah.
You know,
No matter where
Yep.
you go, they're gonna follow because, granted, yeah, they go in there for the
like,
shop name, but
my
once they
light
meet
bulb
you,
burned. I gotta go see Franklin.
yeah,
Mhm.
You know,
I'm like, why? He's always done my car.
like,
My car overheated. He did this for me.
my
you know,
car,
he
my
did
car's
that.
running fine, but I'll just take him and have him look
Yeah,
at
have
it.
him- yeah.
You know,
right.
You end up getting that reputation because
Yeah.
you know.
I tell people, they call me up all the time. Oh, can you check on my car? I think it's doing this. Or you check on. Oh, it's not doing it right now. I'm like, I'd rather you call me 100 times than the one time you don't call me and it's something big.
Yep.
You know, and,
Because it's easier to sit there and be like, all right, I'll look at it and let's figure it out before it gets to that point.
I'd rather
when-
it be nothing than it be something and you never call.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you know, it's funny that you say that too. Well, let me ask you this. So you say you did mobile.
Yeah.
Well, do you like having your own shop where people can come to you, or would you rather be mobile and
Brick and
go?
mortar.
You like the brick and mortar?
I like the brick and mortar for the one reason is bring your car down.
Yeah.
Bring your car down. Bring your car down. Over here, I drive from this morning. I was at Apache Junction, and sometimes I'm all the way down in Torteso and Buckeye.
Holy
Okay.
shit!
So I
That's far.
travel all over, you know, and on a weekend I'll do like 300-400 miles.
Yeah.
In a week, I'll do almost
So,
1,000 miles in a week.
Oh shit!
And windshield time. Oh, okay, I'm leaving now. I'm 45 minutes away from you. You know, and
Right,
just
right.
a windshield time of every day. I get 6 cars scheduled today. 45 minutes between each car. It's time that I'm not making money.
Damn.
Gotcha. That's true. Yeah. No, I mean, because I would say too, you know, when it comes to the hair game, yeah, definitely. I used to do a mobile.
Mhm.
People would be like, "How do I know you hear it?" Don't worry, you hear me bumping in my Cadillac.
His Cadillac, you could hear his
Yeah.
Cadillac from down
Because I
the
was
street.
real big into sound systems too. So I'd be like,
Same.
once you heard the boom, 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 you're like,
Yeah,
oh,
we-
my
yeah.
barber's here.
My boss, I got 2 12-inch subs,
Okay.
a MagnaFlow muffler.
Oh shit!
Nice. Yeah. And so yeah, when it comes to the mobile thing, you know what I mean? Like that was just my start though. Like even
Yeah.
before having the car, a couple of times I rode the city bus to people's houses with my backpack of barber shit and just be like, all right, cut your hair, you know. That was way after $2 2 cigarettes, just because I needed a bus pass and they don't take cigarettes. So that was that was a thing. I'm like, I need to make more money in doing this.
And now look at you.
Yeah.
Now
Over
you
here,
cut
like in
hair.
Hawaii, was a big thing because they only have 3 places on the island that has parks.
Oh shit.
So you gotta drive 50 miles.
What island?
Big island.
The Big Island.
Big
Okay.
Island.
Only
So you
3?
drive 50 miles.
Another like and subscribe, guys.
You look at a car, and then like, okay, now you gotta go drive 50 miles back. Grab the parts, drive 50 miles back again.
Holy
like over
fuck.
here, every corner you got O'Reilly's, AutoZone. You know, you got parts stores all over the place. So not too bad. Usually within 3 to 5 miles from the customer's house is a parts house. So not too
Yeah.
bad for the mobile.
Yeah.
You know, but
Because
still,
you can sit there and go, boom, okay, there's one around
Yeah.
the corner, there's one around here.
O'Reilly's near me.
Have you ever
know?
gone to Penny Pincher?
Yeah, I did.
How do you like it?
It's all right, but they only got one location.
Yeah.
I'm all over the valley.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
I
not
know.
gonna drive all the way out
Yeah.
to Penn. I go
Yeah.
to the nearest parts house. Nearest parts house, okay, that's where I get my parts from. You know.
Yeah.
If you
But
got it,
but
and
in general, like, how do you like them as a mechanic to buy parts?
I've only used them a few times,
Only a few
just
times
because of
of the customer that you had or whatever.
no, the location.
Of the
that-
location where you at? Yeah.
The radiator in my bus right now is from
Mhm.
Penny Pincher.
Okay.
They had a GM radiator for like 280, and the aftermarket was like almost 300 for the Chinese one, and they had a GM one for cheaper. Like I go in OE, you know, I can put the GM one inside.
But for you, like a lot of my friends, like, oh, I don't like them because they always give me the fucked up part, and I'm like,
I've never had an issue.
Yeah, see.
But I've hardly ever used them. I've been in this field long enough where people are like, oh, I changed a part and I still don't know what's wrong. I said, oh, it's a bad alternator. Oh, but that's brand new. I said,
don't matter.
that don't mean nothing.
It don't matter. Fucking, it can be, yeah, it can
That
be
don't
brand
mean
new
nothing.
because people do not know that every alternator is a
Rebuilt.
reman.
Yeah.
Well, the word reman or rebuilt. Every alternator has always been rebuilt, no matter what. No, it can be brand new, and you put it in your car,
No matter.
and it won't work for shit. It'll and then your battery's still dead. And you're like, but it's brand new. No, you take it
No
in, and
matter.
they're like, oh nope, it's not working. But no, because it's just everything has always been remanufactured.
Yeah.
Starters are remanufactured. Fucking alternators are remanufactured. AC motors are remanufactured. You
So
know, everything.
What people in their mind is like, oh, it's a brand new part.
No matter how brand new
matter.
the part is, it can still be fucked up.
I see it because I'm around it so much.
Yeah, and
I see it a lot.
yeah, dude, even fucking, oh god, I seen brand new radiators pulled out of boxes, brand new, fucking cracks.
Yeah.
cracks where you sit there and you're like, how the fuck did this get broken?
Yeah.
You know, or like right where you have to screw in the transmission thing, big old fucking crack, and you're like, I just pulled it out the box.
Yeah.
And then you fucking got to send it back and go get another one.
Yeah. So it don't matter, you know, like it is what it is.
Do you ever have to rebuild anything in your nature of like, have you had to be like, fuck it, I just rebuild it?
Yeah. Take. So you got a brand new box. It's say middle of nowhere in Hawaii.
Yeah.
And you gotta okay. The starter's bad. The new one, the solenoid's busted, but this one, the motor's bad. You take that solenoid, put them on, put it in the car. You know, it works.
Yeah.
Get the customer on the road, but you order another one to put it
fix that
in,
one and then
but at
you're
least
done.
they get the car in the meantime. You know, there's a lot of times you got to mix and match parts just to get the car going. So you're waiting 4 to 6 weeks for the right one come in, and then everybody needs their car yesterday.
Everybody always needs their car yesterday. Shit.
You know, my car broke, and but I gotta get to work. I gotta go here. I gotta go there. I say, yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. It's hard, man. Because I've
So-
had.
So do the people that was waiting 2 weeks for me to fix their car. I cannot stop working to
Yeah.
work on yours. You know.
Yep. You're just like, hey, you got to wait in line with everybody else. You
Yeah.
got to be in line with everybody else.
I try as best as I can, but right now I'm working solo dolo. You know,
Mm.
one man gang. So I can't-
Are you planning to hire later on or
eventually? In the works right now. My son talked about moving up here, helping me out.
no? So be a father-son duo.
father son duo,
Oh,
and then
shit.
my wife helps me at home with the estimates, with my Facebook, Instagram.
So she's a service writer.
Yeah, and then my daughter just graduated high school, and I got her. She's helping me make estimates and quotes, calling customers, calling the parts store.
That's tight.
So 100% family.
Pretty much
business.
family oriented.
Family
That's badass, man.
That's awesome.
So like
That's tight.
anytime we do any kind of advertising, any kind of promoting, any kind of stuff, we discuss it as a family first.
So whenever Dylan buys another Cadillac with a North Star, you know, I'll just he's just gonna text you and be like, he's just gonna send you a picture, and you're just gonna go, so is that another boat anchor that you get, or what? He's like, are you gonna put this in Lake Pleasant and
Yeah.
ride on the seas?
But like now for us, like any kind of decision we do as a family. We talk about any kind of everything we do for the business. We talk about it as a family and go.
Because it's no matter what decision you make, it's gonna benefit all of you. So it's
Exactly.
better to talk it out and get everybody on the same page.
Exactly.
So, and how long have you had your business, man?
Just about a year.
A year?
Just about
Deal.
a year.
How long have you had yours?
We've been going now for, as far as the Peacock Room, 2 years now. 2
Okay.
years.
But
yeah.
you personally.
Me personally, well, I would say 2018 is when I became an independent contractor. That's when I took off the W-2 glasses and threw on the 1099 glasses, which
You said, fucking come on, 1099, pay me, give me money.
yeah, where now I am HR. I am pretty much everything under the sun when it
Damn,
comes.
dude, if
when
you
it
were
comes to it.
bipolar, you would yell at yourself every 5
I
minutes.
do in the mirror. You
Mhm.
know,
Right.
sometimes you got to get up and you got to go to work, you know. But yeah, it's a one, like you said, it's like a one-man show, and there's no one to blame but yourself when it comes to having and doing your own business. But yeah, I would say 2018 is when I started to become an independent. And actually, I was going to ask you this question as far as owning your own business, but you've also, because we all had to work for someone at one point. Would you ever go back to working for someone?
that's
I
a
at
good
went
a shop?
question.
when I first moved
That's
back
a
up
good
here
question.
to Arizona.
Yeah.
In 2 years, I worked at 6 different shops.
God damn.
Damn.
I quit every single one because of the
Stupidity.
worst place I worked at. I was at a dealership, and the owner of the company tells me you got to learn to lie better to the customer, so someone will.
Wow.
Ooh,
So
what
what
place was that? What place was
Let's
it?
call him out.
Wait a minute, come on. Was it Courtesy
No.
Chevrolet?
No,
Was
no,
it Courtesy Chevrolet
that ain't
off
so
of
crazy.
I won't
off
name
of
drop.
Camelback and 16th
Humble.
Street?
I'll tell situation, but not.
All right. Well, off camera,
So,
off
and this-
camera, he'll tell us.
So when you moved out here, because before this you had your business back home.
Yeah.
So when you went out here, you still had those 1099 glasses, huh? You know what I mean, metaphorically.
Like independent, or were you?
When I shut my shop down because when had COVID,
Oh,
so I shut my shop
Oh,
down.
what the fuck? Really?
Hawaii was strict lockdown. The airports were
Right.
shut down. Hotels were shut down. Like
Did you have those crazy people like we can do whatever we want, bitch?
no, there was you couldn't be on the road. People was getting pulled over. You have to have documentation.
So it's pretty much like martial law almost.
Yeah, it was strict because we on the
That's
island
very
we could
fuck.
control it. Yeah.
right.
So it was real strict. No gathering more than 10 people. Like it was strict.
Damn.
So when I moved up here, I was like, you know what? I ran my business for 6 years. I'm gonna take a break. I want to be just clock in, clock out,
Okay.
and work for somebody.
So you took off those, put
Yeah.
on the W-2, and you're like, I'm gonna work.
So I worked at one shop.
I like
and
how Dylan
my first week
puts
had
it towards
four
classes.
guys.
4 guys.
The second week had 3. The third week had 2. The fourth week, everybody quit. I was working by myself. Like I never come here to run nobody else's business. I
Right.
was gone too.
Damn.
yeah.
Well, because you gotta understand, man. Because like when I finished up automotive school, because I went to Wildtech and AAI, and they tell you, oh, you're gonna do all this shit. Nah, man. Half the shops don't want to take you because you're too green coming out of school. You're a liability because you're out of school and they're afraid you're gonna fuck something up. And they don't tell you that in school. They don't tell you that they'll get you the job, but half those dealership guys, they look at you like, oh, great, now we got to fucking watch this kid. Yeah.
Well,
Yep. And that's what you do.
Yeah.
You wind up being the oil change guy
Yeah.
at every place.
Yeah.
And they'll watch you strategically.
Yeah.
They'll sit there and watch you like a fucking hound dog.
Yeah.
Just to be like, all right, let's see. Let's see how he'll do it. You know, and then they fuck with you. And then they start fucking with you to see how you're gonna hold up
Oh,
to the
yeah.
fucking bullshit.
Dang.
Oh yeah, dude. Like being an automotive tech, from working your way to like oil changes to doing brakes to doing the point inspection, because I used to work for Brake Masters and Fletcher's Tire and Auto. So I started off oil change bitch, moved up to fucking to first level tech, which was literally oil changes and point inspection and checking the filters and whatnot. And then you moved to level 2 tech, which and their shit was doing brakes and oil changes, and then doing the cabin filters. So it was like each time you got little by little, you were like, you still did the same shit.
You got lucky.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, it's like, all right, you go put a motor now.
Go pull the motor
First day on the job.
Go pull the motor out. No, I was
right
lucky.
in.
That's
No.
how,
Yeah.
but that's how we do in Hawaii. Like,
Right.
I worked
Right.
at a body shop like that way. It was,
First job is like sink or swim.
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
And they
Sink or
do
swim.
that way. They'll do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I worked at a body shop. They're like that. First day was like, hey man, we need you to fucking go do that car. I'm like, all right, cool. The dude before you cut it in half, he put it together. You just gotta finish it.
Yeah.
I'm like,
So
I walked over and I saw with a bunch of tack welds and spot welds, and I'm like, and half of it was welded and half of it was not. I'm like, holy shit.
Damn.
And
You were
it
finishing
just-
someone else's
Yeah,
job.
pretty much. Yeah, yeah, and that's what you wind up
Call
doing
me
when you.
Charmin.
Yeah, you're always and then
Wiping ass.
and with sometimes yeah, and sometimes they'll give you a fucked up car.
Yeah.
Some body shops have a fucked up car there that it's nobody's car, but it's just a fucked up car that when you're the new dude, they'll be like, hey man, go work on that one. Because they want to make sure you're good
Right.
before they have you go fucking touch a customer's car. Like people don't know that. Like a lot of body shops, when they found out you're out of school, they have a shitty car in the corner that they'll have you work on. And they'll put it in through the paint booth. They'll fucking paint it. They'll have a service writer to give you the paperwork, but
Yeah.
it's a car that doesn't
never
exist.
Never leaves the shop.
Yeah, never leave the shop. It just stays there. And you push it out. You push it, when you're done with it, they go, okay, cool. And then you start moving in through the thing. You start working your way through, before you know it. Like I worked at a Service King, but used to be called Auto Body World. And started in the corner with the shitty car. And then before I knew it, wet sanding and prep. That's all I did. Wet sand and prep. And then I moved up to jamming, just doing all the jams.
Mhm.
So it's like, once you get to jamming, fuck, dude, you're sitting there fucking. Nah, because when you work for corporate, they already have the cars are there,
Right.
and all you do is walk in, spray it, and then pass it on to the next dude.
Right.
Jam it, press it on to the next guy.
Yeah.
Jam it, press it, push. So it's like you're repetitive, And then I hated wet sanding, fucking hate it. I do body work and stuff now, but I still hate wet sanding. I don't know how everybody else loves it, but But other than that, are you guys gonna go to any car shows that are coming up, or are you guys just doing your own thing? Franklin, you go to any car shows, way?
Not lately.
No,
It's been fucking hot.
I think it's too hot for anything.
no.
anymore.
Well, they got a couple kickbacks coming up, dude. They're gonna be at
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
Gonna be at night.
Oh, at
There's a
night.
I'll
couple.
be
yeah.
around. I'll be going, and then I know there's talks of a bike night and some
Yeah.
stuff going on. So
Yeah.
when events come up, I'll bring on my bike, bring on my truck, and just go cruising, check it out.
Cool.
Nice,
Fam-
nice.
Like we go to this the Live Ride podcast and do
Mhm.
their events at the Chill Spot, and I
Yeah.
have my grandson in his lowrider wagon, driving his wagon. Pulling his wagon up and down. He's riding his tricycle.
It's a wagon.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Fucking both of you. I heard that. Don't worry, I'll bring my truck. God damn it. I used to have a 76 Suburban. I used to drive them around.
Oh, yeah.
Cruise them around in it. That thing was a piece of fucking shit. I got it from a Severed Ties member, Franklin. I got it from a Severed Ties member. Okay.
Yeah.
But he didn't tell me that bitch was passed around and it was running on 4 cylinders instead of 8.
It was a club whore.
It was a super club whore. Yeah. Yeah. Ran on 4 cylinders. Yeah.
That thing did?
Yeah, it did,
big old
dude. That big
motherfucker
old
did?
bus was only running on 4 cylinders full because it was so. I didn't know it. Like, I started, like, it's sooner or later, like, it ran good. And then all of a sudden it would, like, boggle. It would have its fuck ups. And I'm like, and then one of my friends saw it and he goes, dude, you have that thing? He goes, I thought that thing was dead. And I was like, what? And he goes, psst, come here. And I was like, what? And he whispered in my ear. He goes, it's only on 4 cylinders. And he goes, did anybody tell you? And I was like, no. He goes, ha ha ha, have fun. And I was like, holy shit. Yeah. That thing ended up at my mom's house, and then my brother took it and sold it and underneath me. And I was
Yeah.
like, don't bitch. And now I'm trying to find another one. So if anybody has a 76 Suburban that is stock, please hit me up.
8
Yeah.
cylinders, not 4.
Yes, 8 cylinders, please. Please, I don't need your fucking half motor blown up and shit. No, because I got, like, is it harder? Like, so, like, because his love for Cadillacs and that North Star system. Okay, what would you recommend anybody who used to own one, like, other than the North Star system? Like, economy mode, David Shannon, economy mode. Shit. There ain't no economy mode. Fuck no. In mini trucking and lowriding and any kind of thing, there's no such thing as economy mode.
No, it's
And
like
Cadillacs
I
is no
ride with a
such
bunch
thing
of
as
guys with
economy.
motorcycles.
Yeah.
You got like a 2020 Road Glide. It's like, oh, I'll just put it in rain mode. I was like,
What the fuck is
Wait, what's
that?
rain mode?
Rain mode? That's stupid. That's like, yeah.
I don't have rain mode.
That's like
That's
like
new shit. That's that new shit.
Yeah.
that's like with some. I remember when Audi came out with the wipers on the headlights,
Yeah.
and it's like it turned, and then the ones where the lights turn with the car. It's
Yeah.
like, get the fuck out of there, dude.
I mean, that is kind of nice. You gotta admit, it's a little
I gotta
Yeah,
nice.
I want to see. I wouldn't mind seeing that in.
ingenuity.
I wouldn't mind seeing that in a mini truck.
Ooh, that'd be
David
nice.
Shannon economy mode.
I
I like. If
like
I'm driving a
old school stuff.
hybrid, okay, so I saw a hybrid breakdown. Hybrid took a shit. Okay, can you tell me why? Why? Okay, hybrid, a Prius. How the fuck do you break down in a Prius?
I used to work at Toyota.
They're shitty, aren't they?
Here we go.
They're okay cars. They're okay.
Yeah,
cars.
until you jump it, until you put a jumper box to it and you fry it.
The Prius battery, the hybrid battery is very expensive, but they're okay cars. The new 100% electric, I cannot handle.
No.
No.
No,
The Tes-
I burnt one putting a fucking
hate
jumper box
Teslas.
on it, bro. Teslas are
I
shit.
hate Tesla.
The only thing Tesla has good for them is the CV shafts, 2.5 inch, 3.5 inch fucking bar. Okay, straight across for a CV shaft. That's how big they're putting them on. No wonder they put that big because of the torque. I sit there and I did a couple Porsche ones. Porsche ones are like about super small.
Yeah.
And then I sit there and I go, okay, a Porsche probably don't have the torque that what a Tesla does. I get it, maybe. I don't know. I could be wrong because Porsches are pretty quick. But compared to like what you're running on a CV shaft that takes the abuse when you go to take off is what boggles my mind on the, like when I saw that, like, okay, cool. They got a big ass fucking CV shaft. I'm like, cool, fucking do it.
They're cool. It's just they're not for me.
No,
No.
you're not about that battery life.
No.
No, you don't want to plug and play.
No. I drive my school bus to New Mexico. And
Fuck
every
yeah.
time we're going out there and
So
coming
do you
back,
got seats in that bitch?
I got 6.
So you got all
6 rows
seats
of
in it.
yeah.
Ooh.
He's got a bit like almost like not a short bus, right?
A short bus.
Short bus. It's a short bus
Oh,
way.
nice.
Handicap short bus. So I got the ramp. That's how I load my tools in and out.
Nice. Yeah. That's how
I
you
had
do
my
it.
toolbox at a Harley
Fuck yeah.
and an engine hoist all in the back at the same time.
Wow. Holy shit.
Yeah.
You can fit. Yeah, you can fit
Not,
that in there.
not the pink one, my blue one.
You can fit that. You
My
can,
Harley.
You can fit a bike in there.
Yeah,
the door's wide enough.
Yeah.
Wide enough to fit a motorcycle
Damn.
through.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tight though
The
because you
pink
still
one's my Yamaha.
that's tight though because you still have that you still got the function of the fucking ramp to be able to fucking put that shit
Yeah.
in.
That's nice.
So I put all my stuff in the back and cruise around and offload it. And we do road trips in it. But every time we go on a road trip, I see all the Teslas all in the same spot.
Yep.
Parked for like 6 to 10 hours just charging the batteries. And I'm there. They're like, oh, how much they charge for fill up your car? I said 15 minutes.
Right.
Not 4 hours.
True that. True that.
4 hours. So
No, I mean,
fuck
granted, I've driven Teslas, but I ain't a fan of Tesla. I'm not a really fan of the electric scene, anyways.
Me
But
neither.
that's just me. I mean, I'll say this: as far as saving our planet, I'll do recycle. By the way, we better recycle all these cans. I'll recycle.
yeah,
but I still want to smell fumes. I still want to smell fumes from the
okay,
exhaust.
that's okay. That's like
my
those
that's
fucking
my play. That's my switch off.
yeah. What's up, boy? Yeah, I got a haircut. Like last when
Yeah, it was last week.
Yeah,
I'm looking at it right now. I was like, it looks like last week. I cut his
He's-
hair. Yeah.
Yeah, look, how about we go to commercial break real quick and then we'll finish off the rest.
He
Then
didn't,
you
he
can
didn't do
see
his
it.
hair and prep it.
Then you can see my hair without the hat on. Ain't nothing wrong with it, fool. It's just a haircut, bro. No, it's not. No, he
Well,
this
he didn't
fool's
prep
been cutting
it.
my hair for a
for
long
the
time.
show.
Yeah. Yeah, this fool's been cutting my hair for decades, bro. Because I didn't want to. Yeah.
And I've been too busy. All right. So Moses ain't here, so I'm gonna take over the show. Nah, we're just gonna wait. He's taking a bathroom break. Oh, never mind. He's coming back. He's coming back. Here we go. Oh, I don't see no comments.
Up here in Wisconsin, when the winter hits, most Teslas and electric car. Damn.
Yeah. There was people this past winter getting their cars towed because they're in line to get charged and the batteries are just dying.
No shit.
But everybody says that fucking electric is the shit.
It is full of shit.
Full of shit. Full of shit.
Full of shit.
True
Full of
that.
shit, dude. All right. Fucking, it's 9 o'clock, guys. It's 9 o'clock. We're gonna get to the controversial questions. These are the questions that are really fucked up.
We get into controversials?
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
now?
So,
Ooh,
like,
okay.
you know, you and your Cadillacs, and
All right.
all right. Here's some. So,
It's nice, huh?
all right, Franklin. We'll start with you, Franklin.
All right.
You've been in the game for a long time. You've seen a lot of like craziness. What's the most craziest shit you've seen on a mini truck run? Like some dude just railing some bitches, or just like, you know, just craziness.
What I did or what I saw?
No, like what you saw. Well, either what you did, it's okay. You know, in case you get in trouble.
He's like, that's gonna be a whole nother episode. I'll tell you what I did.
Next episode.
Just I've seen some crazy stuff. Like I had a Ram 50 mini truck
Yeah.
sitting on a Chevy Blazer frame, lifted with 44s in a small block. I used to race in the mud bogs.
The fuck?
I've seen, I had a Datsun chop top, 8 inches, the windshield, flip front end, step side.
Damn.
I've seen all kinds of crazy stuff.
And how many girlfriends have you had with all those trucks?
0.
No?
No.
Like, yeah, you didn't get laid with all that shit?
I never said that.
Ah. He's like, I got the pussy wagging all the
No.
time.
No, I was married before for over 20 plus years.
Yeah?
And then now I'm married again, and so
And here
last
comes-
time I was single I was like 14.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Here comes Nico with his fucking. Did you see the two? Yes, I saw that. Yeah. That's why electric sucks.
Yeah.
So,
Well, no,
yeah.
I've seen some crazy stuff built. I remember the craziest one I remember growing up was this guy Herman Silva. He had an old school Chevy Love step side, big block Chevy, ton of ram sticking out, and he used to pull wheelies first and second gear.
Fuck.
Nah.
Damn. Dylan, since you've had your Cadillacs, how much crazy shit have you seen cutting hair?
Shit. Oh, cutting hair. I thought. you meant with
Either way,
Cadillacs.
even when you drive your
I'd
Cadillac.
say the only crazy shit with the Cadillac was one time when you came back with my Cadillac and the decals were off.
Yeah, because the cop
The
stopped
fucking-
me.
Yeah.
The cop was like,
this
"You
ain't
need to
look
strip that
stripped.
bitch."
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what happens when you live in Sun City, and you have like, oh, dude,
You
I
had him take off the
got
decals.
stopped. I got stopped, and the cop goes, "You need to pull the tent off." He goes,
Oh yeah.
and I go, "Hey, I was going to work," and he goes, "Whose car?" I go, "It's my friend Dylan's." It's his Cadillac. I go, he's let me use it till I get my car.
Was this when the top of it was bare metal when I stripped the paint
I
off?
think no, you were stripping something.
It was either on the hood because
yeah, you're taking some shit off of it. And he goes, I want to let you go. He goes, but I can't. And I was like, why? And he goes, you have to take some of this stuff off before you leave. Because another cop, because it was, you couldn't see the brake lights.
Because I had those tinted.
Yeah, because he said you couldn't see the brake lights when you stopped. But you could, you can see him. It was obvious. He's just being a dick.
Right. Getting that quota.
Yeah, getting that quota. I've had those cops before, and that was like shitty as fuck.
The
when
big
that
old
happened.
decal on the back that said, what did it say? Cat Daddy Black?
Yeah.
I think it said on the back because that was,
disrupting the view.
Yeah. And so other people would get distracted. So you couldn't have that.
Yeah, because I was staying in Sun City. So Sun City and the cops. I was living in a trailer park with another homie of mine. Nah. I ain't getting nobody for their checks. This motherfucker, shit. Yeah. Dirty ass shit.
But
nobody
I was
getting
coming
that
back
shit.
from a car show one time, and my nephew was driving my Datsun Gasser.
Yeah.
I cut the hood open, ripped it open, had the stack sticking up.
Yeah.
Tires are way outside, wheelie bars, everything, driving on the road.
Oh, shit.
And a cop just looked at him, scratched his head as he drove past. I'm like, yeah, he don't want enough tickets in his ticket book for him.
Damn.
That's where it fucking
You
gets
know,
like that, though.
To answer your question back on, so as far as that was the only thing with Cadillacs, but crazy. Oh, shit. That's nice.
That's fucking sick as fuck.
With the crazy shit doing hair, I mean, people in the hair industry are crazy already, but if I had to mention, I'll say this: the story that I have, this is a crazy. It was with a customer.
And you cut her bush.
No.
Have you had to do that?
No.
That's controversial. Like, have you had to cut anybody's bush?
Never had to cut a
No,
bush.
no one.
I do
no one's
designs as well, but no one wanted.
No one's ever came to you and be like, "Hey, I want you to touch up my ball hair," or like,
not ball hair. No,
but like, are there coochiness and like, no, but no girl, be like, yeah. What, you gotta trim up the hair, fool? You want those big?
Well,
ain't
see,
nobody like a
I
bitch
wouldn't
with
clean.
fucking-
If I could do landing strip, could do a butterfly. Make it pretty, shit like that.
You can put a SpongeBob SquarePants in there if you could. Yeah, dude.
My wife would kill you and all those women.
Yeah, see, you forgot he was married. Yeah, his old.
It's right here. I've been holding it this whole time, so she sees. Shout out to my wife. Hello. I don't know if she's even watching right now, but if she is,
that's what you got to say real quick.
Yeah,
Shout
real
out to
quick.
the wife.
Real quick.
Real quick.
No, but going back on the haircut scene, the craziest thing that I ever experienced, and this was actually so before my first barbershop, my first salon, because I got not only I do barbering, but I did cosmetology too. So I learned how to do women's hair. I learned how to do the color, the chemicals, perms, relaxers, nails, makeup. I learned it all. But when I was working at Regis Salon, this was in Fashion Square Mall, super, super bougie. I was even surprised. Like, people look at me now and they're like, you worked there? You worked at Fashion Square there? And I'm like, yeah. But for me, that was the opportunity that I had in order to get into the industry. So I was like, I'll take whatever I can get.
Everybody always gets that chance. That one. All right, cool. We'll get you into the door.
Right. And honestly, this was not from what I knew, but from who I knew. And it was a client that I did house calls for him, but he did custom bathing suits for bodybuilders. And so he was like, I know someone that works there. I'll get you a job. So that's where I got my job at.
Camway, they're already calling you. That's what? That's his wife going. Where are you at?
No, she's at work right now.
She's at work. She's like, you said you were gonna meet me for lunch.
No.
So with that at Regis,
Where's my loco moco?
There, that shit's good.
That shit's bomb. Fool.
That is
Fucking,
bomb.
I love eating that shit.
So I had a client come in, and this was during the time as far as haircuts go. This is when Peaky Blinders was popular, and everyone wanted that high fade, hard part comb over.
The gentleman cut.
Yeah, pretty much. And this dude comes in, and he's just like, and granted, I'm a guppy at this point. I am fresh in the game, and he goes, yeah, like I want to fade, but he didn't have any hair on top. It was like super, super thin, and he goes, I know I don't have that much hair on top.
He had the Franklin.
No, I wish he had the Franklin. It would have been an easier job. No, this dude had everything. He just named it.
What? That's the haircut. That's called the Franklin. That's the looking smooth.
I got the fade all the way down
He's got
to here.
yeah.
And he got the tattoos on the head
See?
too, so it works. It works.
So it works. He's already got the hairline piece drawn out.
But yeah, I just had this dude literally. He sat in my chair. He shows me the cut, and I'm consulting with him like, all right, this is how we got to do it. We got to cut it like this. I got to bring this hair over, cut it. He's like, I don't want anything cut off the top. In my head, I'm like, well, you ain't got that much shit to cut on top of your head.
Oh shit.
But I didn't say that out loud because my customer service, I was being nice, and
you cut
so I was cutting his hair. But and he's telling me all the red flags, which now as an OG in the game, I now know the red flags. But before, I didn't know these red flags. So he'd be like, I've been to 5 other barbershops and no one could cut my hair. And I'm like, 5? Like thinking about it now, I'm like, that's a barber haircut. And you went to 5 shops and they couldn't do it? And he goes, and you're the second salon. The other one couldn't get it right either. As soon as I cut a little bit, it was all good until that one snip. And he goes, motherfucker, fuck that shit. Boom. Rips off the cape, makes a whole scene. And I'm just holding like, oh my God, what the hell? And he's just complaining about this cut. He goes and pays for his cut. I was like, sir,
Wait a minute, he pays for it?
He paid for it. I go, sir, if you don't like, I go, hey, let's come back in the chair. Let's work this out. Like, I don't understand.
Why are you going to pay for it?
What the situation was. And he's like, no, I ain't going back in your chair. He's like, I can't believe you even have a license. So now he's dissing me and dissing my craft, which I'm kind of like, oh, shit. Okay, here we go. And again, this is the first this has ever happened. So he's going to pay for his haircut. And I go, well, sir, honestly, if you don't like your haircut, you don't got to pay for it. And he's like, oh, no, I'm paying. I just ain't tipping. I'm like, well, what? Shit, I didn't expect it.
That's asinine backwards to me.
You know what I mean?
That's like somebody going to Franklin and be like, I want you to give me an oil change. And halfway through the oil change, no, keep the same filter. It's expensive.
Right?
And you're like, what?
It was crazy. And then literally after the guy
paid for it.
After the guy pays, I'm thinking, so he paid for his cut. He paid for his cut, no tip, which I mean I expected because
but why
he was not happy.
Yeah, but why are you gonna pay for it?
I don't know. This dude was tripping. He was on some other shit. Just the fact after that, and he's still talking shit. Okay, after you pay, you should go. Like, all right, you did your thing. But no, he still wanted to bitch at me. He's like, I can't believe you graduated. I can't believe you got your license. He's like, I got my license. And I was like, are you serious? I go, well, here, I'll go cut your own hair. And that's when my customer service fell out the door.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it takes a lot for me to get pissed, But then once you come in my bubble, because he was in my personal space and he's talking, and then I don't know where he was from, but he spat right next. He went like that. And I had a broom in my hand because I was sweeping up his hair. And the only thing I could say was, this broomstick's going to go so far up your ass that you're going to taste splinters on your tongue. So you better get the fuck out. And I was so white because I was just pissed. And next thing you know, and this is in Fashion Square Mall, it echoes through there. So he's just yelling. As soon as he left, security came up, and that was that. That was the craziest thing that I ever had to deal with.
Yeah, but the dumb part is he paid for it. Franklin, have you ever had somebody get all stupid like that on you?
My wife recently had to fire a customer.
Oh, had to fire a customer?
Oh, see,
we do that stuff too. I fixed his car 3-4 weeks later. He's having a sound and recants his payment on the credit card because he said it's related. I was like, I can check it out, make sure it's not. And he said, I'm going to take you to another shop and pay. And if it is, you're paying for that shop and the diagnostic.
You're fucking stupid.
I'm like, whatever.
No. I'm like, you're retarded.
So he goes to another place, and then 2 days later, he goes, wasn't related. And I get them all on text messages. I send them to the credit card company.
You kept your receipts.
That's awesome. They give us back our thing, and then we're like, you know what? You're fired from a customer. Never come back.
Oh, damn.
Never come back.
See, I don't think I've ever had to fire a customer.
That's the first I've ever heard of that.
That is
firing
a thing.
A customer.
Yeah.
Shit.
I had to make a police report for $50.
For $50
for a diagnostic. I charged him $50, and he had mental issues.
Oh yeah,
he
definitely.
Coming back, he's like, "Can I get like at least half back?" Or like,
right now he's bargaining with you.
They're like, "Oh, can I get like
your business
$10,
too.
$15?" Like,
bitch, what the fuck? I'm like, dude,
like,
no,
you're lucky I charged you $50.
Like, just go, but like, make sure that you don't take our copper.
Right. Should have charged you $150. I charged
exactly.
$50. But yeah, and so I have to put a get a police report for that one. That was in
Damn.
Hawaii.
Oh, and this was
All
in
right,
Hawaii?
guys. So, is there any other shows you guys are gonna hit, or
10 more?
so? Is there any car shows you guys gonna hit, or you guys doing anything out and about, or
Just cruising around, whatever pops up. Go
Yeah.
check some stuff out. Take the family. That's one thing I like about going car shows. Is like family oriented. You know, bring the kids, bring the grandkids. You know,
What about you,
my
Dale?
grandson, he loves it.
yeah?
He
What about
loves
you,
it.
Dale? You doing anything?
Not yet. No.
No?
You know, I because I used to live right on Central. They used to do Cruise on Central, and that was the one that I used to go to a lot.
Yeah, don't we all miss Cruise on Central?
Yeah, Cruise on Central was dope.
Shit.
That was dope. And honestly, I mean, because at that time too, the last time I saw Cruise on Central, I think it was 2018.
Damn, dude, you've been out the scene for. We need to go buy you a Cadillac. Fucking Frank, we need to find him an old Cadillac.
There you go. Get
That's
on the
it.
phone.
Get on the
Start-
phone, start looking for finding a fucking caddy, bro.
I know.
Yeah.
he
Not
got 60
anymore.
I know he got 64.
Not anymore.
There
Needs
you
a
go.
motor.
There you go. 64 caddy.
Say
guys.
new motor?
64 caddy.
Needs a motor.
There you
Okay.
go. There you go, fool. Or you
And-
just
and-
get it.
It's the limo car.
Oh, it's the limo one. Is it the white one that you were
There
showing me?
go, There you go.
Ooh, wow.
You guys
Dang.
talk. You guys talk after that. You guys talk later on camera.
Yeah.
I want to thank you guys for being on the show. Franklin,
you.
thank you for coming on. You know, we'll talk about
Thank
some
you.
small work that I might need to my Mazda. Dill, fucking, I'll see you when I see you when I need to get some
Always.
haircuts. Remember, guys, every Thursday, tune in, like, subscribe. Next week we're gonna have some heavy hitters, more heavy hitters like these heavy hitters in the game. You know, you need your service done. Hit up fucking Franklin. Service with Aloha. You know, this guy
like that.
fucking he'll get you tuned up. He'll get you ready to go. And if you need to get fresh to death, you hit up Mr. Nobody, aka Mr. Dylan Brett or Brett Dylan. You know, if you find where can they find you guys on social media?
Facebook, Instagram, neighborhood app, TikTok.
Gotcha.
What about you, Dill?
I'm now just mainly on Instagram. I don't got Facebook no more. TikTok, I never really got picked up on that either. So Instagram, I go by Mr. Nobody on Instagram.
Okay.
But the spelling of it is KNOEBODY.
Because there is a lot of other nobodies out there.
There is, but
So-
there's only this kind of nobody.
And
that
everybody
can do it.
nobody. So hey, I want to thank Franklin. I want to thank Dylan for coming on the show. Remember, guys, every Thursday, like, subscribe, and if you guys need anything you see on the show, if any services that you guys want to get done, DM me, Chris, or the producers, and we'll get you in touch with some of these guys. And fuck, maybe you can get your fucking truck done from fucking Franklin. You go get a haircut for fucking Dill, you know, and then you're looking fresh, looking on the boulevard, hitting switches with your bitches. So from everybody at the Late Frame Podcast, Holy Moses here. We'll see you next Thursday, guys. Good.